Hey, hi, it's John Birmingham, and I'm going to show you the most deadly, strangest, and weirdest, and different, and usually those are good things, those strange, different, and weird, but these are just bad and kind of evil and mean, scary creatures who just attack humans. They don't know any different. Like, look at this one's face. Look at this one's face. It is crazy. This is the most deadly bird on Earth. This is the most deadly bird on Earth. It's called a cassowary. And they're not always that color. And they have sharp claws. They have big feet. And that's how they just, the way they function is they walk up to people and jump on them like a kangaroo and stick their feet into them. So you have to have like a one of those things that covers up your body. Those like a shield thing, and then they can't hurt you as much. But those are dangerous. Cassowary, the most deadly bird on earth, they cut up people with their sharp, giant feet. You just jump on them and start hurting them a lot of the time. It's kind of like having a leopard or a lion or something like that with about how deadly they are. They just you'd have to really be an expert on taming them or something. A cassowary. Look at its crazy. Look at its crazy face. Wow. Yo. That's a cassowary. Here's an Asian giant hornet. Here's an Asian giant hornet. Now, there's a lot of good people in Asia. What is this? With this coronavirus COVID thing with the SARS 2, whatever it's called, technical definition for it. And you want to, if you get that sickness, you want to make sure to get proper medical attention because they can give you things that can help you breathe. These are not in some of South America and stuff like that. These are these strange and different, but bad, strange and different, deadly, deadly creatures that you want to look out for. But you know, it's good to stay healthy with the other stuff with that coronavirus going around. But these things are just kind of like something interesting, fun, to look at and see that like how they could hurt people. But this one's dangerous. An Asian giant hornet that's probably not going to ever hurt you. Now this is a really weird one. This is this spider, this giant spider, and if you see it, this is literally what it can do to you, a person. Well, it kills people if it bites them. That's pretty big. That's it on somebody's hand. And this is the weird way that it kills people. I'll say a technical term that most kids won't understand in case some kids are watching this or something. But if it bites a man, it gives him an erection, and then he has an erection until he dies. It's weird. It's really this spider. I'm gonna find the name of it. I have the name of it around here somewhere. Here's a black mamba. That's a deadly snake. That's an African black mamba. That's something different. And here's a frilled shark. These are deep in the oceans, and they're really, deadly and weird and different and dangerous, and they can hurt people if they bite them or kill them. But they're generally in the ocean depths, so you wouldn't see them as much. Um, Here's a hyena. These things are crazy. You'd have to really stay away from these. Like in North America and other places, they of the first world, generally they've gotten rid of a lot of the dangerous animals, but there's still some out there, so you got to be careful. But this is a hyena. Some of the first world may have hyenas, I don't know. But this is crazy. I'm almost afraid to say what it can do to people. This is supposed to be one of the worst deaths that you can experience because they eat off people's face and then start to eat them and stuff while they're still alive. It's like terrible what hyena is attacking. So you don't. I'm not gonna turn that. I'm gonna stop that one. But that's a hyena. Those things are crazy. Here's the cassowary again, the most deadly bird on earth. It has these giant sharp claws. It walks around like an ostrich, just a little smaller than an ostrich. Look at its crazy head. It jumps up on people like a kangaroo and cuts into them and kills them and stuff. Those things are crazy. That's the most deadly bird on earth, the cassowary. And if you have some shield to cover up your body, they can't cut into you. That's all they do is just from their claws. But it's like really giant sharp teeth, and they try to sharp claws, not teeth. But I'm sure they could bite you too a little bit. Anyway, okay, this is a really weird one. This is the hooded seal. This is a really rare seal, but it's territorial and antisocial, and it tries to like hurt people if you come too near it. And it has a bladder on its head. That's a bladder on its head. It looks like you could hurt it if you hit its bladder or something, but it can ram people with the bladder and like knock them out or hurt them or whatever it does. But no one's going to come into contact with that usually. But if you see it, get the heck away from it because it's crazy. It's crazy. That's a hooded seal. That's like a really weird and different one, but it's also it's not one that you want to get near. It looks like a cuddly creature of some sorts. Hey, he's good, but if you try to get near it, it would like probably kill people, and if they get near it, or so that's like a hooded seal. He's not one that you want to pet and stuff, even though it looks like it'd be snuggly or you can't. It's dangerous. But most of the animals that are our pets are safe. These are so rare you'd hardly ever see it. You might never see one. Besides here, man, it gives him an erection until he's dead, until he dies. A Brazilian wandering spider. Brazilian wandering spider. Ooh, man. Look, that is the spider that I showed you here. Here's about how big it is on someone's hand. That is a brilliant. It's not a brilliant, it's Brazilian. It's brilliant. But brilliant's good. Brilliant is good. Maybe it's brilliant. Maybe it's brilliant. That's a good word. That is a good word. That's a little different from genius. I got caught up on I used to call things genius and sometimes brilliant. But this is a Brazilian wandering spider. Gives people, and this is an Africanized honeybee that was made in by, I think, in a lab or some type of controlled environment where they bred an African honeybee with some or African bee with some other sort of bee, and they made the Africanized honeybee, which is really deadly. It's really deadly. This Africanized honeybee. In 1957, they bred them and they came out this way. And here's one that won't kill you, but it hurts really, really bad. It's just an ant. It's an ant, but it's a bullet ant. A bullet ant. And there are some cultures where they have put hundreds of these on people as like a coming of age ritual. Or of some sorts. A bullet ant. Those things are weird and they hurt really bad if just one stings you. And here are the cassowaries. These things are really deadly. These things are deadly because they have these sharp um, feet. I guess talons or feet of some sort. Not, you know, they have these claws that jump up like a kangaroo and kill people. It's the most deadly bird on earth. Here it is again. Okay. Here's the cassowary. There's its feet. There's its sharp feet. Has these big feet. They're sharp. And this is compared to just a regular African leopard. This is not a strange and different one, really. For the rest of the world, it may be, but it's more common in Africa and other parts of the world. They're not that rare. These are not endangered species, but they don't occur as often in nature. We don't see them as much. The leopard we do, but these other ones we don't see as much. That's why I said they're rare. They're not endangered species, as far as I know. They occur enough to where they're not an endangered species. This is the Africanized honeybee, I believe. Oh no, this is the Asian giant hornet. This is the Asian giant hornet. Gosh, that's really big. That's supposedly a deadly one. Those things are gross. I mean, they're these Asian. Oh man, look at how big this one it looks. Look how big this one looks. This is nuts. That one looks pretty big. He's holding it in his hand. Anyway, here's another one. Ooh, crazy. I'll look through a few more of these. Here is a sloth bear. Here is a sloth bear, a more rare bear, but not an endangered species again. Just one that's different, so different it doesn't look like the regular bears that we see more often in the wild. This is a sloth bear. It has like kind of longer hair on its body, or fur. It's actually called fur. Yeah. Okay. Asian giant hornet. Asian giant hornet. Here's a hyena again. These things are crazy and really dangerous. Get away from them. You know, they don't occur as often. Maybe I don't know if they occur in Europe. I don't know if they're in Europe. They may be, but those are dangerous. If they have a pack of them, look, they can bite off somebody's face. That's how one of their common ways of attacking. They bite off somebody's face first and then slowly torture them or eat them. Those things suck. Those. And I'll get to the end of this video. Here's a some sort of a rockfish that's deadly. It can kill people. It's at the bottom of the sea floor. It's at the sea floor, like kind of near coral and stuff, and it looks like it's coral, but if you get near it, it can kill you. It kills people. Oh man, that's just a fish. And here's an ant, and that's the bullet ant again. This is the only one that's not deadly, but it's rare. It's rare and different, and they can be kind of big. There's a common leopard, or an African leopard as it's called. I believe that's Africanized honeybee. Black mamba. Here's a black mamba. Those things are really dangerous. They're different. Here's one that's actually black. Those things are dangerous and they can kill people. Here's that spider that gives people an erection. It gives a man an erection and then he dies. But kids usually don't know what that word means, so I guess that's safe in case kids are watching. But this is for like all ages, adults generally right for this video. Oh, this is a cassowary, most deadly bird on earth. It has giant talons that can jump up and like a kangaroo on people and cut into them. That's how it kills them. And here's like a scorpion. Some weird, more rare type of scorpion. It doesn't occur as often. A deathstalker scorpion. Okay, that's it. That's it, everybody. I'm gonna go. Bye. Click like in the video. This is strange and different animals that are not good and strange and different or weird, but they're dangerous and deadly and scary. Okay, bye. Bye. Click like in the video. Okay, bye.